What's up, homie? Welcome back. Broke up, hey? Did you break up? Did she dump your ass? Was it a mutual breakup? None of that matters anymore. Because before we even get in this video, I'm just gonna tell you, this shit's not easy. And I'm not saying that to demotivate you, that you're not gonna get over this girl. You're not gonna get over the feeling of not having her anymore. But I'm just saying the hard part is actually processing your emotions, learning about your feelings, and actually valuing them. I went over a lot of breakup videos while I broke up with my last situationship. This was last year, and I'll go over that in a minute. But what I noticed was majority of these videos that were being suggested to me on Instagram or on YouTube, I even watched a lot of Hamza videos at that point in time. Not saying Hamza's a bad person, but some of his advice is just straight up stupid. And some of it actually works, not gonna lie. None of the videos really went into the emotions or the feeling side of things. Yeah, like they teach you to focus on yourself, build your body, build an online business, make money, but what about your feelings? Why are you watching this video in the first place? Half of you watching right now don't even know my name. Well, that's an easy way to introduce myself. My name's Harley for the white people, but white people just can't pronounce my real name. My real name is Laksha. And I make these videos to kind of help the people who are going through the same feelings that I once went through and learn from them to protect themselves from going through more pain. Now, getting back to this, why are you watching this video in the first place? Because you're feeling something. You're feeling sad, you're feeling confused, you don't know what to do, you're constantly feeling empty because the person that you thought was yours is not with you anymore, all that sort of stuff. Look, brutally honest dating advice. What should you realistically do after a breakup? Yeah, follow all the videos that tell you, oh, go to the gym, get fucking jacked, open that e-commerce store, make $10,000 a month, become a millionaire, go to Dubai, go to Ibiza, party a lot, fuck all these girls and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, do that by all means, and I'm not trying to say don't do that. Do whatever you have to. But please also learn to process your emotions. Please learn that your feelings are the ones that are actually going to help you get over this person and move on in life. Because a lot of people I've noticed after their breakups don't get over that feeling, don't get over that person that they were with, and just move on in life. What happens when you just move on is that you're still hung up on that person. You keep looking back. Yeah, you've moved on, but you're not over them. So you have to get over them and also move on in life, if that makes any sense. Now let me tell you my story. This is last year, about February. So this girl, so that would have been what? This is 2024, 2023, it ended. So I met this girl in 2022. I was freshly becoming attractive from all the self-improvement habits that I've indulged myself into, going to the gym, looking after my skin, getting fresh haircuts and all that sort of stuff. And life was going pretty well, not gonna lie. Like, social status was going up a little bit. I had like 3,000 followers on Instagram. There was a bit of clout. I was doing interviews in public. I was going to car meets. People were starting to recognize me. So I knew for a fact that my life was kind of going up at that point in time. And I went to this car meet, right? So what I used to do was car meet, they would have showcase cars, 5 or 6 different cars. These would be like the top of the range cars, Lamborghinis, BMW M5, Porsches, and all that sort of cars. And I'll go up to their owners and ask like, all right, you're the owner of this car. What did you do to get this car? How much have you spent on this car and all that sort of stuff? And the organization that used to host this car meet used to pay me a couple $100 to do these interviews. So one time when I went to this car meet, I came back home and I went on Instagram and I can see there's a couple of requests, and one of the requests was from a girl. Now this girl probably saw me at the car meet because we've never met before. I didn't approach her or anything. And she reached out, she sent me a long ass text. It was like an essay at that point in time, and it really made me feel special, I'm not gonna lie, boys. It really made me feel special. I was like, oh shit, girls are approaching me first. Guess all the fucking self-improvement videos, tics and techniques and going to the gym has finally worked. Wow, I'm gonna be in the top 1%. I'm gonna have a girlfriend now. Yeah, and her text was something along the lines of, I saw you at the car meet. I was just too shy to come up to you. I've seen you online before, and I don't want to just come across as a clout chaser because I told you I had like 3,000 something followers at that point in time, which is not a lot by any means, but it was still something. And then she was like, I just genuinely think that you're very attractive, and yeah, if you're single, this is me trying to shoot my shot, let me know and whatnot. And I was like, fuck. Now we're talking. And I took a screenshot, sent it to the boys group. I sent it to like a couple other boys, and I was like, yeah, look at me, like I'm the top shit now. Now looking back, obviously it was a bit childish, but yeah, whatever. So I texted her back, we started talking, we went out to next month's car meet together actually. And it was going really well. She had a toxic ex. She said something along the lines of, I'm never gonna get back with my ex and whatnot. There was a lot of things involved in that thing. And I was starting to fall for this girl. I was genuinely gonna, like, you know, ask her to be my girlfriend. So I was starting to like her. And one night we're just laying on the couch and we have the chat of going exclusive and whatnot, and she was like, she wanted to take things slow. So yeah, she wants to be exclusive with me, but she doesn't want to label it as a relationship just yet, which is absolutely stupid. I say, bullshit. If you're watching my video right now, for the future, never ever go into an exclusive situationship without the label of a relationship, because that's essentially a relationship. Why do you not want to label it? But at that point, I was so blinded. Obviously, I was like, yeah, I genuinely like this girl so much. I'm gonna help her get over the trauma. I'm gonna fix her, and life is just all gonna be sunshine, daisies, rainbows, that sort of stuff. And I was like, yeah, absolutely, like we can go exclusive. I'm fine with that. This was also the time that I was gonna graduate from uni, right? And at the same time, I was in prep for my first ever bodybuilding show. Now, for those of you who don't know, bodybuilding shows and preps are very taxing on your body. So I was like tired, I was like single-digit body fat. I was very like not in my senses. So the first few weeks, I think it was about 5 or 6 weeks away from the bodybuilding comp. And for those who don't know, your test levels are down the drain, they're crashed. So your dick just doesn't get hard. And we couldn't even do anything for the first 4 to 6 weeks. And a couple of times when we went close to doing it, I just was like, no, I can't do it, like, yeah. And then she thought that I just didn't find her attractive enough. And I had to actually sit her down and tell her that, look, my dick's not working right now. My test levels are down the drain, I'm not eating enough fats, there's not enough carbs in my body, so I just can't do anything. And she understood that. It was going really well. The bodybuilding comp concluded, my graduation concluded, and in the second month, we were watching something related to Chris Bumstead on the TV in the lounge, and I took a photo on Snapchat, and I decided to send it, like just post it on the story, and I wrote, haha, randomly watching weird naked men pose on stage or something, right? And you know when you hit the send button on Snapchat, so there's option for the story on top, and then there's the most recent people that you've talked to. I wasn't the most recent guy that she was talking to. And this girl was very low-key, like she had barely any followers on Instagram, like 100 followers, all private, only like 10, 20,000 on Snapchat score, which for today's standard is kind of mad. It's really mad. But the funny part was when I hit next, in a split second, she pulled her phone away from me. And she said, that's weird, don't do that. I was like, cool. But in that split second, I saw Her first name wasn't mine. And I knew her ex's name. It was his name. Now, this was a straight up red flag, but I was very blinded and I wanted to clear it up. So I didn't react at that point in time. She didn't realize that I've seen that. So the video ends, or the show, whatever we were watching, it ended, the bodybuilding thingy. And we went to my room. Now we were in bed, and my bed, like my bedroom, had another TV. So I put like the little sleep music thingy on because I was like, just get in the mood. Lights are off and all that sort of stuff. So I wasn't touching her, I wasn't hugging her, and then she's like, "Where's the chemistry?" I was like, "What?" And she's like, "What's wrong? Like, where's the chemistry?" And at that point I was like, I'm just gonna be very upfront with you, and I want you to be 100 with me. Like, just be real with me, and I'm not gonna be mad if there's anything. Are you still talking to your ex? And her face dropped. And then she straight up said, "Not in a way that you know, not in a way that you think." And I was still very calm. I was like, "All right, explain. In what way?" Like, I'm not gonna just jump on conclusions here. She said her and her ex, they were dating for like a fair bit of time, right? And they started dating when they were like 14, 15, and they dated all the way up to like 17, 18, whatever it was. So they got the same cars at their first cars, same brand. So they ordered the same tires, and she's paid like $800 for her car's tires, and he still got them. So she was just talking about tires, which obviously I smelled and I thought it was bullshit. But I was just so blinded, and I just didn't want to believe that it will happen to me, that I was like, all right, I'm gonna just let this slide. I'm gonna let these red flags slide. I even talked to one of my best mates about it, and he was like, "Bro, maybe you're right. Maybe she's actually talking to her ex, or maybe you're just wrong, and you're gonna jeopardize a beautiful forming relationship that you are very invested in. Like, you genuinely like this girl, and it's been 2 months now." I was like, all right, you know what? Let's just give her the benefit of the doubt. It is what it is. Based on what she's told me, toxic ex, she's not gonna get back. And then things were getting better. We were still like going together to places. We ended up fucking once after my bodybuilding show. That was great. She knew, all right, his dick's working now. And then it happened multiple times. It was fun. But then about the 6-7 month period, things were starting to get like a bit iffy. Like, I could see she was pulling back a little bit, and then I was reciprocating the energy. I was like, if she's gonna pull back, I'm gonna pull back as well. But in this time, I don't have any dating apps. I don't have Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, or anything. And I'm still just like very like a one-woman guy. Like, I'm just like, I know she's mine, so I'm not gonna be disrespectful. So she went to a family trip in Perth, Western Australia, right? And by the time she came back, it was going to be my birthday. So I had a little birthday thingy at my place. I had a couple of friends over. I invited her. She was back in Adelaide, South Australia. She came back, and I was like, all right, like, this is my birthday thing. And, are you coming, right? And she said, "Oh yeah, I'll be there." And she came. So she messaged me, "I'm here." I went to get her from the front. I gave her a hug, and her car was parked right behind her. And I saw the wheels. They were changed. The fucking wheels were changed. My heart dropped, bro. I swear to God. At that point, I was like, all right, she's met him. She's met that dude. I don't know if they're fucked. I don't know if they've done anything, but she's met him. So I didn't confront her or anything. Night went through. I didn't ask her to stay over that night. She didn't even say, "Do you want me to stay over?" or anything. And in a couple days, someone sends me a screenshot of her Tinder profile. And I send that screenshot to her, and I was like, I guess everything's over then, right? This is about like 8 months or something. And then she was like, I mean, I can just tell you something that will make you not like me anymore? And I was like, I know exactly where this is going. So I said, oh, I know. And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, you fucked your ex, didn't you? And she was like, yeah, let's just go with that. I was like, no, we're not gonna go with that. I need you to say it so that I get closure. She said yes, and after that, what she said was the main thing that devastated my heart. See, I would have been hurt if she fucked her ex, right? That's fine. Like, okay, you choose to do that. It says a lot about your character and whatnot. She said yes, and then after that she said, and it wasn't just once. It wasn't just once. So 7, 8 months, whatever I spent with this girl, thinking like this is gonna be the perfect relationship. The day when we decide to call it a relationship, it was just gone. And I didn't even react to that. I went very numb to that. So I just said, all good, God bless you, take care. And then after that, she started like spamming big text messages. It was not that I never loved you or anything, it's not you, and all that sort of stuff. Kept calling me. All that shit's gone. We had a chat, but doesn't matter what happened. At the end of the day, it wasn't gonna work out. Fuck that. But you see what I'm telling? Even to this day, when I rethink all of that, I get these rush of emotions. And they're not bad anymore, because I've met multiple girls after that situation. I've been on a TV show, I've worked on myself, my socials are up. Everything's going amazing. I moved on, got over her. Took a lot of time to get over her, but I did it. But when I relive the moments, especially the one where I gave her a hug and saw the fucking ties, right? It reignites that spark of emotions, and I'm like, wow, that really happened to me. So if you are going through that breakup right now for any reason, you really have to ask yourself, why do you have these emotions? And the high possibility is that you genuinely liked this person, this girl. Maybe you even started loving her. And processing of emotions is gonna take a bit of time, bro. That's it. You gotta allow yourself to feel it. Trust me, you have to feel these emotions. I don't know if I've written anything else that might help you. Yeah, this was what I wrote down. A lot of us boys, we don't value our emotions. We tend to just hide them. We just tend to be like, whatever, to act cool in front of our friends and the society. But the fact is, your emotions matter, bro. My emotions matter. And I've tried to be the cool dude trying to hide emotions. It doesn't work that well. And if you genuinely just think talking to someone or just venting it all out is going to help you feel a bit better in the situation where you're going through this breakup, talk to one of your best mates. Talk to one of the close guy friends or girlfriends if you have. Talk to your cousin. If you've got no one, comment down that you want to talk. I'll get your details on Instagram or Snapchat or something and I'll talk to you. It is just about processing these emotions. Well, yes, the things that you do while processing these emotions, keep yourself busy, do something that you're passionate about, build something, build a business, build your body, talk to other women. But again, I just don't think that you trying to date someone while you are processing these emotions is going to be a good idea. Because what you're going to do is you're actively going to find your ex in the next person you're trying to date if you are not over them. Yeah, you've moved on. Great, life is all about moving on. But if you're not over the last person that you were with, and if you jump back into the dating market, yeah, conversation's gonna start flowing. You're gonna find another girl that you're really vibing with. but you are again gonna try to find your ex in her, because the truth is you're still not over her. Lastly, I just want to say, bro, I genuinely feel that you deserve to feel what it's like to fall in love again. Just because this last person didn't work out doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You'll get it again, I promise. Just give it a bit of time, alright? And as I always say, remember, you're always loved, my man. And you will achieve anything that you're trying to achieve in life, only if you keep doing the hard work. It was again great to chat to you. I hope you enjoyed the little story that I told you today. Not a whole lot of people know about this story. And I've got nothing for her but love and respect now. Maybe not as much respect as I used to, but at least you didn't beat around the bush and tell me. Alright? I'll chat to you in the next video. Look after yourself. And I know it's hard right now, but just hang on in there, right? I'll chat to you soon.